a self-help. I thought I would just to get out my story to help others, because it has helped me through scripture therapy. That is what it's called, like when you write down your stories and your healing. So the fact that it had helped me, I was hoping that, getting it out there would help women.
One of the things that you raise in your book is the fact that when you're divorced, if you've been sexually assaulted, there is a silence that comes with it. It's almost like you don't speak, but I'm not speaking because you're not sure who to speak to.
Yes.
You don't speak because you're not sure what to say. And this helps.
Yes.
This helps people. Talk me through that. If I'm either of the three and I read this, will it help me to get to that place of breaking the silence?
It does.
Yeah.
As I said, scripture therapy is a healing tool, and it has been scientifically proven, tested and proven to help. Being a person, we have to understand that we have multidimensional aspects of our being, right? And one might say we are biopsychosocial, spiritual beings. So get into the psychological aspect of it, just venting on paper or drawing, however it is that you get it out, it soothes the soul.
Yeah.
It basically soothes the soul.
All right. It's arranged in 10 chapters.
Yes.
The beginning, losing myself, finding myself, keys to my happiness. A lot of people talk about happiness and they want to be happy, but how do I find happiness? What are the keys? What are some of the keys that you share with us?
Happiness comes from within. You have to accept yourself. And when I say accept yourself, I'm talking about flaws and all, right? So you embrace all your past, embrace all your obstacles. Don't dwell on the negatives,
right?
Because they will actually drain your energy, So just building on yourself, appreciating yourself, loving yourself, getting yourself out there so you can be the best version of yourself. Someone can love you for that.
Living an extraordinarily happy life. Not that past happy and gone on to something else now, Carmelita. I mean, how do you get there? Because I'm thinking, even the persons that you're saying this is aimed at, this is trauma.
Yes.
And it takes a while to heal and to get over it. And some of them may say, if I achieve happiness, I'm okay. You're saying think beyond even the basics.
Yes. Yeah? I have a quote that says, beyond the skies is where the limit lies. It's not just the skies. You have to think outside of the box. Be an outside of the circle kind of person. And just set your own standards. You have to set your own standards and know what you want and aim for what you want. Right, so
love effortlessly.
Yes.
I don't know. Nowadays, love is so complicated. It has so many different levels to it. How do we love effortlessly?
Well, I had mentioned the different types of love. Like most persons that I have met, they say they love, and it's actually a conditions applied kind of love. Right? We love our kids endlessly. We love our moms endlessly. But when it comes down to the partner, if the person slips up, you hate the person. So understanding that the person is human first and foremost, and then embracing the fact that you make mistakes as well as the person makes mistakes, it gives you a more understanding of the human aspect of the person. So you will be able to basically balance how you love them and what you give and what you're expecting to receive, because what you give is what you receive. So,
okay. So don't tie it down with a lot of parameters and a lot
of... No, not too much.
Not too much. Some, but not too much.
Set your standards.
It's a nice read, but it's also set out almost like a workbook.
Yes.
There are lines in here for people to make notes. What are you hoping that as that they will journal their journey as they read as well?
Yes, I've gotten feedback from a few persons. They have started writing because of the fact that this facilitates scripture therapy.
You also have at the back some interesting quotes from some very interesting people.
Yes.
Talk to me about them and your selection of these quotes.
Oh gosh. When I was going through the transition of finding myself, like losing myself first, then finding myself, I was searching so much for the answers, especially when my marriage ended, because truthfully speaking, I hadn't mentioned any of this trauma to him. So he didn't know, because as you know, the silence is sometimes deafening.
Yeah.
And when I realized that, because I never healed, and I was at this point now where because of my completely changing personality. I was just changing every minute. Situations just changed me. I realized I was taking out a lot of temper issues on him. You know, I was just aggressive, kind of arrogant and all that. And I started searching online, searching for like YouTube links to persons who have been through my kind of traumas. And I came across this pastor, and she was just, she hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
You know, so I just followed her up, and it was really a healing journey, because I took about a year off, you know, just to reconstruct self, because I realized I didn't love myself. I didn't.
We have to go, but that's amazing, because people don't understand that to them it's a moment.
Yes.
But it impacts someone for an entire lifetime. And I'm so happy that you've become so victorious. And I'm happy that the place where you are traumatized is also the place where you found healing, and that's the church.
Yes.
We have to go, but where do we find this?
All right, this is available online. You can visit wholesomebooks.com. It can be purchased anywhere online.
Okay.
You can just type in the name.
Just type in Sculpt Your Character, a once-in-a-lifetime kind of woman, but you can also go to wholesomebooks.com. So proud of you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Carmelita Holson, author of Sculpting Your Character. After the break, we meet this morning's